Hello everyone, this is MarioDude87, and welcome to a new Let's Play on a game called the 39 Steps. At this point in time, I'm also doing the Blackwell Legacy, but I wanted to play this game for a while, and I thought I could do both of them at the same time, and kind of alternate, and we'll see how it goes, because I've been wanting to try this out for a while. And so basically, this is a digital kind of interactive adaptation of a book called The 39 Steps by John Butchin. I don't know. I've never read it, so I don't know anything about it. So let's just get into it, shall we? Okay, rotate. What? Just click. Okay. What do you mean? Okay. When you reach the end of a string of text. Okay. What I've heard from this, it's basically just a big old story and there's really no gameplay to it. So I just thought it'd be fun, just go through it and we'll see what happens, and if it sucks, I don't like it, we'll stop, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so 39 Steps is a largely pointer-free experience. But when you see one that's in your queue to interact... Okay. Okay, I see. Some locations can be explored. When you're explore mode, click and drag the mouse to look around. You can also interact with glowing objects. Okay, I see. Dear Mr. Hannay, welcome to England. I hope your journey from... Oh, Jesus, I'm going to be mispronouncing a lot of stuff in this game, I can tell. From Rhodesia was not too arduous? What the Would you like to come into the bank and we can discuss matters regarding your Rhodosian mining trades? Oh, mining shares. If you could please make an appointment with me, my clerk, Mr. Scoop, on Temple 67333. Yours sincerely, Mr. Edward Ansley, manager of Ben's Bank. So I can move this. Oh, okay, that's assume. So show text. Okay, that's just that. Oh, I can move it around with the Eric. Okay, just get my bearings. So this seems pretty self-explanatory. Anything else I can interact? Can I use the arrow keys? Yeah, okay. Well, looks like the only thing we can actually click on are gonna be glowing, so we're done here. Oh. Congratulations, you made it through our short tutorial and have been given a award for your efforts. There are 15 more of these to collect. You'll shortly begin your journey through the 39 steps. All progress will be auto-saved, but you can also use bookmarks to manage your progress and revisit key scenes. Right-click and hit the spacebar to return to the main menu screen during play. This also acts as pause. Okay. The wrong ditch. Richard Hanaway is living in London, England. He yearns for a more interesting life. So let's take a look at extras. Okay, that's just all our stats, I guess, and okay. Cards. Okay, events. Okay, so looks like we can collect some sort of cards. Extras is just our statistics, and we can bookmark stuff is basically our save. Let us... The wrong ditch. Monday, 18th May 1940. London, England. I returned from the city on that May afternoon pretty well disgusted with life. I had been 3 months in the old country and was fed up with it. Windows. Yeah, get a nice roaring fire. Get all nice and cozy and snuggle up with a good book. Or newspaper.
Richard Hannay, you have got into the wrong ditch, my friend, and you had better climb out.
I didn't know there was going to be voice acting. Well, the present. A lot of imperialist ladies asked me to tea to meet schoolmasters from New Zealand and editors from Vancouver, and that was the most dismal business of all. I had no real pal to go about with, which probably explains things. Plenty of people invited me to their houses, but they didn't seem much interested in me. I had counted on stopping in London for the rest of my days, but from the first I was disappointed with it. It was the best bored man in England. I'll try to make the things interesting, but as you can tell, I'm not the best just reading off things without a little bit of practice. Okay, let's go with the child. My father had brought me out from Scotland to South America at the age of 6, and I had never been home since. I grew up in the Cape Colony, which was then under British rule. Okay. So, he was a kid back when there was the colonies. So, teenager. Spent much of my time by the Zambezi, where I would fish. There are several hundred species in its waters, including the infamous tigerfish and Zambezi shark. The wide open spaces of the veld also interested me greatly, and the various methods of survival in such an uncompromising landscape. Working man. I had earned my pile, not one of the big ones, but good enough for me. I'd put in 3 years prospecting for copper in the German Dharma land, and spoke the German tongue pretty fluently. I went on to become a mining engineer in Kimberley, when I was instrumental to the formation of De Beers Consolidated Mines. The diamond mines were a rough business, with countless good men lost in horrific accidents. The Salger. I served in the British forces during the Matabele conflict, and I was decorated for my role. I served 2 years with the Imperial Light Horse and was an intelligence officer at Delagoa Bay in the Second Boer War. Oh, I thought that was... Oh. I lost many friends during those wars. I thought that was a 1. Like a Newman... Roman numeral. Okay, there we go. Thought that was like a 1, like World War I, but if I said Second Boer War, so I'm just stupid. And the past unearthed. My final years in Africa were in the Mumpilti of Bulawayo, where I had fought during the Matabele War. I resided once again with my father, who had taken ill. After he died, I decided to leave Cape and head back to the old country. Why not the new country? Here I was, 37 years old, sound in wind and limb, with enough money to have a good time, yawning my head off all day. a long drink and read the evening papers. They were full of the row in the Near East, and there was an article about Keraloids, the Greek premier. From all accounts, he seemed the one big man in the show, and he played a straight game too, which is more than could be said for most of them. Nice place. Okay, looking around. Nope. Someone loaded the cylinder player. I felt a deep nostalgia for my homeland of Scotland as Annie Laura filled the room. Okay. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? We got a roaring fire over here. Some newspapers. London Sunday, May 7th. Is that all you got? No? Okay. Just a bunch of ads, I guess. Can I... Oh, here we go. Big flying races. At the beginning of the series of a very important contest, it may be interested to compare British and German programs and methods. Next Saturday, the aerial derby will be flown. Last year, out of the field of 11, Gustav Hamel won, covering the 95-mile circuit of outer London in the average speed of 76 miles per hour. The joy of good clothing. What a fine feeling it is to know that you are really well dressed. That no matter where your business is likely to take you during the day, you'll be treated as well or better than anyone you meet. Okay, that's just the same. Hey, was whatever. So if I mispronounce things, please don't get angry. I'm not the greatest at this. We got here. Can you open this? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Open. Presented to Richard Hannay, Intelligence Office, Manaboo War, 1897, soldier of the British Empire. Looks like we got this during the war. Keralides keep strong. A keen ally of Britain, Greek Premier Constantine Keralides lies at the heart of the power politics of the region. Defeated in London and hated in Berlin and Vienna, the Foreign Office has also regarded him as the only strong-headed, the notorious, unpredictable region. Tension in the Near East. The Balkan region continues to test the mettle of Europe's great powers. In the latest spat, a number of Serbs were arrested in the border town of Vizgrad. After that, Vienna has described as an espionage plot against Habsburg interests in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yesterday, the Tsar declared his unyielding support for Siberia. Albanian uprising. Further unrest is reported from the Principality of Albania, where pro-Ottoman rebels were purported to have surrounded a town close to the seat of Prince William. The rebels' grievance is thought to concern patterns of land ownership in the Principality, where over half of the territory is owned by a group of 50 wealthy families. Okay. Empire. London spirits are undamaged by resorts of bad weather. During the Saturday Empire Day celebrations, on the contrary, record numbers are expected to turn out for the Hyde Park Parade and similar events across the Empire. Okay, that's not too important. Helena warns of German menace. Lord Allow, First Sea Lord of the British Navy, has again warned of the growing menace of German naval power in the Baltic North Sea regions. Allow expressed his concerns regarding the ongoing widening of the Cal Canal and the compilation of the new naval base in Heligoland land in the North Sea. Okay, so judging by this, has got to be around or pre-World War One. So it looks like we looked at all that stuff. And map. This is just a map of the world. Okay. So the red ones are the British, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so judging by that, it's, look at this clock. Oh no, it's just the same thing. Oh no, I can look at these books. Our empire. British Empire at the home abroad. A new, most important, and intensely interesting chapter of the British history has been furnished by the Great War in the South Africa, which has resulted in the annexation of the two Boer republics in the British colonial empire. Military institutions and resources, our national and imperial spirit, and our commercial marine have been subjected to a severe test, and from that trial they have emerged, not for the first time in our records, in the splendor of victory and success. So, if you don't... Okay. Looks like that we've looked at everything. Let's go back outside. About 6 o'clock, I went home. Okie doke. Thank you for the map. I can now pinpoint your location. Nope. My flat was the first floor in a new block behind Lagam Place. There was no restaurant or anything of that sort. And each flat was quite shut off from the others. Well, why don't we check... See if we got any mail. Oh. This looks important. Dear Richard, how is London? I do hope Paddock is looking after you well, and that your luck on the horses is lasting out. 10 to 1 it is. Now here's a tale for you. Last month in the Calgary I found myself in a tight spot. After 2 days on the plane, I lost my way and could not find the river. I was forced to go out with water for 3 days, and 5 without a morsel of food save for a few mopane worms, an excellent source of protein, which steered me away from starvation. Then I ran into an old chief to whom I owed money. Because of my debt, he refused to help me, so I had to continue on my feet. The desert is not kind to any man, but I made it out, and a man in Tanganyika told me that a Rhodesian Ridgeback, which will be my partner in future hunts. I have named the animal Shaka after the old Zulu chief, and will take him to the Congo with me, where I go for the elephants. I plan to leave next week, and I can get my new rifle finished in time. Yours, Peter Pinar. Okay, let's... what else have we got here? Oh, okay, that's just the same thing. Yeah, okay. Well, looks like... old friend, maybe. Let's ascend these stairs and go to our apartment. Oh, what? Okay, this is not gonna be a thing I want to do. This is like something you see on the DS.
Paddock? That's me home. I'll be heading out for dinner.
hate servants on the premises, so I had a fellow to look after me who came in by the day. He arrived before 8 o'clock every morning and used to depart at 7, for I never dined at home. What is this? Well, that evening I dined at the Cafe Royal and then headed somewhere elsewhere for entertainment. Ooh. Alhambra. Looks like an entertaining place, if I do say so myself. An evening entertainment. Leicester Square. On this particular evening, I wandered to Leicester Square, where the more resplendent theater of variants could be found. A show of the Alhambra caught my eye, though no one could never be quite sure of the act until it had been seen. Okay, let's go to the music halls. The countless music halls of London were one way of passing the evening away. Farces of all styles played a conspicuous part in this week's bill. Okay, I guess we're done here. It was a silly show. I did not stay long. Man, wouldn't it suck if I just had not had my mic on the whole time? On the way home, I gave half a crown to a beggar because I saw him yawn. He was a fellow sufferer. I made a vow. I would give the old country another day to fit me into something. Nothing happened. I would take the next boat for Cape. Ooh, get an achievement. Okay, yeah, that looks like a good. This looks like a good place to end it. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Let's Play the 39 Steps. I'll see you guys later.